Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for what is episode number 5 in season 1 here with Williams race team on our road to glory. Now before we jump into the race weekend, I just want to jump over to the R&D tree and use up our points that we have available to us. So I will take the recommended upgrade, which is on chassis, which is fine, so I'll take that one, which leaves us with 680 points. So let's see if we can afford another one, which we can, which is also in chassis, so we'll do that one as well. Okay, that's fine. And let's have a quick look at our tyre allocation for the race weekend. So I will opt for that one there. Okay guys, so let's jump straight into the Dutch Grand Prix. So here we are guys. So before I jump into the practice sessions, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel and left a like and a comment on the videos. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, then please do subscribe. There is new content dropping on the channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So let's just have a quick look at what the weekend holds for us. Practice 1 will be sunny. Practice 2 will be cloudy and sunny. Practice 3 will be sunny. And as we can see, it will be rain in qualifying, which should make it an interesting qualifying session. And the race looks like it's going to be cloudy and sunny. So overall, it should be an interesting weekend. It's got a fun mixture of weather involved. So I'll jump straight into the practice session, guys, and I will see you again for the rainy qualifying session. Okay guys, so here we are, just about ready to start our short qualifying here at Zandvoort in Holland. So we do have the intermediate tyres on because there is light rain. So for the next 10 minutes there is rain expected, and then after 15 minutes it should dry up. So hopefully we have time to come in and put on a dry set of tyres and set a decent time with that. In practice, I was doing a 1:15.6, which I'm very pleased with, which was bringing me into about a 6th or a 7th position on the leaderboard there, so I'm pleased with that. So let's jump straight out onto the track, guys, and let's see how we get on in this rainy weather. Now this is the first time I'll be encountering rain on Formula 1 2020. So it'll be interesting to see how differently the car handles and how I get on with the rain. Hopefully we can improve on our qualifying times as of late. I'm very pleased with the way it's going in this Road to Glory series. We have been able to land in the points twice in the previous race, and which was in China, and the first race of the season, which was in Melbourne. So I'm very pleased with that. So hopefully it's the start of some good things to come, guys. The further into the season we get, I'm hopefully going to improve more and more and more. So I'm just going to take it nice and easy on this outlap here, guys, just to get used to the conditions here. I can tell the car definitely wants to slide more in this rainy weather. So we're just going to take it nice and easy here, as I think we have a car just in front of us. So I might just back off just a little bit so I've got some open track in front of me before we start our flying lap. So this is the final corner here. Okay guys, and away we go on our first flying lap here at Zandvoort. So as we can see, we've got our teammate just ahead of us there, George Russell. Drop down a gear. As Esteban Ocon sets the fastest time in this session so far with a 1:25. So let's see how we can do after this first lap here, guys. So, and Danny Kvyat with a 1:25.7 is now the fastest in this session. So I'm looking just to set a benchmark time here, guys, and hopefully I can chip away at that during the session. And here we go. We'll just go past Russell there. And we come over the line to 1:24.63.
P2. You're currently in second place.
Too busy looking at the time there, guys, so I went flying past. So I'll just take it easy now, and I'll go back around, drive into the pits, and I'll let go maybe about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll jump back out onto the track again. But these wet conditions really are realistic. I love the way the car wants to slide a lot more.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
As I take us down to lean mode in the engine mode, in the fuel mix mode. Oh. Very sloppy there, but this is our in lap. So we are currently in third, guys, behind Bottas and Albon, and we have Sergio Perez and...
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
And Carlos Sainz behind Perez there. So we've set a decent benchmark time, guys, with a 1:24.6. As we're waiting for Russell to go into his slot there and next to us in the pits. There he goes, and then it's our turn. So when I'm in the pits, I will take up the standings, guys, so we can see the overlook and see where people are. Here we go. So let's have a look at the current times, guys. See how people are getting on. So we have Valtteri Bottas in first with a 1:24.1. Alexander Albon with a 1:24.3. Then we have ourselves with a 1:20. No, we don't. We have Charles Leclerc, who's just took a first with a 1:24.0. We've just been pushed down to fourth.
Okay, some quick lap times are now being posted. It's getting faster out there.
So let's have a look what the weather looks like, guys. It looks like in about 10 minutes time it will dry up, and there is currently 10 minutes left of the session, so it will be cutting it very, very close. So I might just jump out again on the inters and see how we get on.
Our best lap so far is a 1:24.6. Checks complete. All personnel be aware we have a car leaving.
So hopefully we can better our time, guys, if we can. But I'm happy with the way things are looking right now, with us in a 7th position for tomorrow's race. Very, very pleased with that. as it looks like the rain is stopping now, guys. It doesn't look like it's raining as much. The track is still damp, but it looks like the rain has stopped. So hopefully we can set a better lap time than what we have previously. I was hoping that the track would dry out near the end of the session to set a time on the dry tyres, but I think that would have been too much of a gamble, guys, just to stay in until the end of the session hoping that it would dry out. So I think the best thing for us to do is just to jump straight back out and see if we can't better our time now on what will be our second flying lap of the session. But overall, if we are 7th on the grid tomorrow, I'll be very pleased with that. And if this continues, then I might even have to take the AI difficulty up maybe to a 90 if we're qualifying in the top 10 every race. So here we go, guys, for our second flying lap. I've also forgot to take the engine up from lean to rich, so I don't think that's going to help us. Oh, and that's definitely not going to help us.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
So what I might do there to not have to restart the session is just take the flashback, and I will drive around again, and I will start the lap one more time. So I'll just cool it down here, guys. Take it nice and easy all the way around.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
And now come to think of it, what I should have maybe have done is just retired from the session and left our time the way it was. That would have been a bit more realistic instead of taking the flashback and staying in the session. So the next time that happens, I will do that. I will just retire from the session.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
As I hit the wall there on the way out of the final turn. So I will just cool this lap down, and I will go back into the pits, guys. And to make it fair, I will just stay in the pits now until the end of the session, because I don't really feel like the flashback was fair. That wouldn't really happen in real life. You don't get 2 shots. So I will stay in the session now, in the pits now until the end of the qualifying session. And wherever we finish now, that'll be where we start tomorrow's race, and that is the best way to do it, I think. So if we end up near the back of the grid, it at least gives us a challenge for tomorrow's race, guys, to try and battle our way back up through to get into the points. So we'll slow it down now, and we'll come into the pits. There we go. And like I said, I will now stay in the pits now for the rest of the session. So what I will do is I'll take up the overview, and we will take the time up a little bit and fast forward to the end of the session, and we'll see where we end up. So here we go, guys. I'll take up the overview now.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
I will accelerate the time just a little bit here. And we are already down to an 8th with Esteban Ocon coming into a first place there. He has went over to the soft tyre. So I fear we might end up at the back of the grid here, guys. But I feel like that was the right thing to do. I should have actually just retired from the session after the crash that we had. I shouldn't have taken the flashback. So to try and even out a little bit, this is the way I've decided to do it, to try and make it a little bit more fair. So there is now 1 minute left of the session, and currently there's only Ocon that has set a time on the dry tyre. So currently, guys, we are in 8th position. So we'll see if that holds to the rest of the session here. Let's have a look where we ended up, guys. Looks like everyone set a time on the soft tyre. And yep, we'll be starting from the back of the grid, but that's fine. So it looks like we have a challenge on our hands for tomorrow's race, guys, to try and get into the points. But that's fine. So I will see you then for the start of the Dutch Grand Prix.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to try and overtake. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Albon, Sainz, Perez, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris, Ocon, Kvyat, Lance Stroll, and Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen, and Jones. Gasly and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So here we are, just about to get underway with the Dutch Grand Prix here at Zandvoort. As you saw from the previous graphic, there were 2 drivers that got a 10-place grid penalty, so that bumped us nicely up to 18th. We're very lucky there because we were meant to be starting in 20th at the back of the grid. It's going to be a tough race for us, guys, to try and make up the places that we need to get into the points. But hopefully we can make our way through the field. It is a long race. There's 18 laps, so I think patience will be the key. So let's just have a quick look at the pit stop strategies that we have available to us today. We have the first strategy here, which is from the soft compound to the medium compound, which is the faster of the 2 that are available to us. The alternative strategy available is from the soft compound to the hard compound. Since we're starting in 18th position and are looking to make up as many places as possible and try and get our way into the points, I will opt for the first strategy, which is from the soft compound to the medium compound. I will also take on a little bit more fuel so we can run a little bit longer in rich fuel mode down the long straight, which will help us hopefully. So before we get underway here, guys, if you are new to the channel, then please do subscribe and leave a like on the video. If you have any feedback for me, then please do leave it in the comment section below. And without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the Dutch Grand Prix. So engage the clutch, up into rich fuel mix, get the revs high, 5 lights, and it's go, go, go for the Zandvoort Grand Prix. I'm going to opt for the outside line here, guys. Hopefully we can make up a few places as the AI hold themselves to the inside line there. So as of now we're up into a 14th as Giovinazzi shoots down the outside, but hopefully we can make our way through on the inside here. It looks like we've just made that move stick, as we've got Danny Kvyat ahead of us here. So my hope is to try and stay as close to this pack as possible, and we can hopefully make our way through it when DRS is made available to us. So I'm pleased with that start, guys. From 18th to 14th on the first lap. I'm very happy with that. Let's hope we can build on that good start and get ourselves into the points here.
That's a strong start. Well done.
I don't think we're close enough to Kvyat here. Maybe we can have a look going into down to turn 1 here. I think we're just a bit too far away to have a look, so we'll hold our ground. It's a long race, guys, 18 laps, so I do think patience will be the key here. As we're gaining a little bit on Kvyat here, so hopefully we can have a look coming into this section here. We can make a move coming into this. Nope, we're a little bit too far away. So hopefully we can stay within this range, because DRS will be enabled within the next 2 laps. So hopefully we can keep a hold of this pack and we can make our way through it, guys. So I'm going to jump back down into standard fuel mix for a little while.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So hopefully we can stay as close behind Kvyat as possible, and we can have a look in the first DRS zone. As we are catching nicely through this section here. And I run pretty wide there, so he opens the gap up again. And we're just about to enter the first DRS zone, guys. Which helped us close the gap just a little bit. We're just about to come into the next DRS zone, up into rich fuel mix.
Teammate behind is 3.1 seconds.
So we are gaining on Kvyat. Hopefully we can get that move done as quickly as possible. Just had a look there down the inside there. So we're gaining on him nicely here. I think we're a bit closer this lap, guys, than we were last lap, so hopefully we can take advantage of this DRS zone that's coming now. But he also has DRS. drop down the gears here. Try and stay as close to as possible to Kriat. Open the DRS wing. It doesn't look like he has DRS this time. So now we are right behind him here. Hopefully we can make a move in the second sector here, guys, if I'm close enough to him. Which doesn't look like it's possible on this lap either.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
So it doesn't look like he has DRS this time either, guys. So hopefully we can catch him enough down the final straight to make a move on him. As we are a lot closer this time. So I'll go up into rich fuel mix. Stay in the slipstream. Open the DRS wing. He's very defensive here. Let's see if we can make the move on the outside. Try and outbrake him.
Nice move. Good job.
And up into 13th position. So the next target is Esteban Ocon. Who is 1.5 seconds ahead of us. I think we're just outside DRS range here, guys, so have to wait another lap. Hopefully we can close the gap. Be interesting to see when the AI cars go in for their pit stop. Hopefully, if I have enough left on the tyres, I'll stay out for one more lap.
You'll be on the mediums.
As it looks like the gap is still 1.5 seconds to Ocon, guys. I just need to try and keep reminding myself that patience is the key and not try and do too much too soon and cost ourselves a decent position that we've made up already. As we've managed to close the gap now down to 8/10. Open the DRS wing. Looks like he also has DRS on Lance Stroll. Just need to stay in this distance here. As you can see, we have DRS on Ocon, but he has it on Stroll. So hopefully we can close the gap just a little bit, guys. So hopefully the next time we have DRS, we're within striking distance. Unless we can maybe do it in this sector here. But it is very tight and there's not really that much room for overtakes. Unless we can have a look coming out of this section here. We've carried the speed nicely. Nope, that's not there. Even though it was tempting to go down the inside, I think I would have took out Ocon there. So I chose to back out. Open the DRS wing. Overshot that corner a little bit too much. Back into standard fuel mix there. Open the DRS wing.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
As we have Sebastian Vettel behind us, who's just come out after his pit stop. So I need to try and put in the best in lap I can.
By 10.9 seconds.
Carried the speed through there nicely.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
So I think I might stay out one more lap, guys. And see if I can't win myself some time by doing this. It might backfire on me, but hopefully. As Bottas is right in front of us there. And Vettel takes the dive up the inside. We'll have a look up the inside of him here as well. So we just get ahead of him, I think. As he was having a look up the inside there, but pulled out. So we are coming in this lap, guys. So hopefully we come out around 10th place. Hopefully I've managed to gain some time by staying out an extra lap. So here we go, in for our one and only pit stop on lap 10. So we are currently in 6th, with the cars behind us coming in for a stop.
George is in the pits.
Down to 7th, down to 9th.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Go, go, go.
So it looks like I'm coming out in the middle of the pack again, guys. So hopefully we can make our way through this pack again. And into the points. So we're going to have DRS here on Ocon. He also has DRS swing open, but we managed to close the gap. Hopefully we can have a look going down the start finish line. Pretty wide there into that corner. Up into rich fuel mode. Open the DRS wing. Don't think we're going to be able to get the move done here. Hopefully we can get it done in the second sector, guys. See if we can't stay. If we can carry the speed nicely through here, we can have a look up on the inside here. Which the move isn't there.
Moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. The gap to the car behind is 3.1 seconds.
So we'll open the DRS wing again, and we'll have another look. Coming down the start-finish straight, see if we can get him there. Have a look down the outside here. We get that move done nicely. So next we've got Lance Stroll ahead of us.
Gap to teammate behind is 15.3 seconds.
So we can break into the top 10 here, guys. I'll be very pleased with that. Maybe I should have went in and pitted when the team wanted me to. Maybe I would have come out in a better position then, but carry the speed through there nicely, down into 5th. A bit too much speed through that. Hopefully we're close enough now in the DRS zone. But my guess is that he also has DRS. So hopefully we can just close the gap on him here.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
Very sloppy there, so we managed to open up the gap a little bit more. So open the DRS wing. See if we can close the gap on him here and make an attempt in the second sector again. So open to Rich here. See if I can't close the gap coming through here. Oh, looks like Perez has difficulties there. Which I didn't see, so I thought it was Stroll since he pulled to the side. So I went behind Perez, and that cost me a bit of time. But that moves us up into 11th position, guys. And we are close behind Stroll. And we will have DRS. So let's see if we can't close the gap coming down to the first corner. To power out here. I think we're a bit too far behind to make any sort of move here. But hopefully we can carry some nice speed with us here through this section.
Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next parts of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
So I was very sloppy there in that middle sector there, guys. So I didn't manage to close the gap as I would have wanted. He's actually managed to pull away, but then we've caught him back up again nicely. So hopefully we can stay close to him here, as we will have DRS on him again. Open the wing, get in the slipstream.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So hopefully we can have a look here, guys, coming out of this turn here. If not, then definitely into the DRS zone, as he pulls away a little bit from us there. Down the gears, back on the power. I want to try and be a bit closer coming into the DRS zone, but it looks like he might just have enough on us here, even though I do have DRS. Hopefully I can close the gap enough to make an attempt down the start-finish line. Up into Rich, open the DRS wing, stay in a slipstream. Have a look around the outside. Just couldn't make that stick. So we'll have a look again coming through here. Definitely a lot closer to him here, guys. Pull up that move there down the inside. That would have been a bit too risky. Open the DRS swing again. So we've only got... This will be our last lap we're entering now, guys, to make a move on Stroll and get some points.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
But I'm going to have to go into lean to try and save some fuel.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 17.8 seconds.
So hopefully I can make something happen here on the last lap, guys, and get at least 1 point for the team. As Max Verstappen crosses the line here. I haven't got very many corners left to make this happen, guys, so hopefully we can make it happen. But it looks like since I took that corner so sloppy, even with DRS here, I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen, guys.
Over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So we managed to make up some places. We ended in an 11th place, and we got driver of the day as well, which is very, very nice. It's just a shame that I couldn't keep my laps together there, guys, to try and make a move on Stroll on the last lap. But all in all, happy that we managed to make up so many places.
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
So there we can see Max Verstappen on the podium there, claims a first, next to Charles Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. Hopefully we're not too far away from there, guys. I would really love to try and get on the podium once this season. So let's just have a look at the final summary here, guys.
Here's how things look in the drivers' table. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Jones. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So there you see, guys, we managed to move up from an 18th place to an 11th place. Very, very happy with that. I think maybe that the pit stop that I stayed out an extra lap maybe cost us. I should have maybe went in when the team wanted us to, but I'll learn from that. And in the next race, I'll maybe change the strategy around a little bit and go in when the team wants me to, and hopefully that'll put us in a better position to be able to gain some positions here. Let's move on, guys, and see what's up next for us. So there we have it, guys. The next Grand Prix will be the Spanish Grand Prix. And I'm looking forward to that race. Hopefully we can continue our good form and take that with us into the Spanish Grand Prix. And we can have a decent display there as well. I'm just going to jump quickly over to the R&D tree. And I see one of our upgrades has failed. But we do have enough points to fix that, so I will. I'll just do that quickly. There we go. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please do subscribe and leave a like on the video. I also welcome any feedback, so please do leave some feedback for me in the comment section underneath the video. If there's anything different that you guys would like to see. If you would like me to go back to one-shot qualifying, please just let me know in the comments below. I do want to make this as entertaining and as realistic for you guys as possible. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one.